Hello artists! For this week's lesson, we're going to be learning how to make a rainbow dragon and a rainbow unicorn. You guys get to choose which one you would like to make for your project. We're going to learn how to draw the dragon and unicorn in this video, and we'll also go over rainbow order so that you can use the correct order when you color. As far as materials go, all you need is a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, a black crayon or marker if you would like to outline your drawings before you color. And for coloring, crayons, markers, or color pencils are perfectly fine. I use crayons for mine. That might be the best choice for this lesson. So let's get started on our dragons and unicorns. Okay, so we're going to go over how to draw the dragon first. Attached to the assignment, along with the direction sheet, were how to draw sheets on the dragon and another on how to draw the unicorn. We're going to look at the dragon one first. On the first side, I see step by step how to draw the basic shape of the dragon. That's what I'm going to go over right now in the video. But I notice on the other side, there's some different choices for eyes, mouth, nose, and wings. So when it comes to those details, you can mix and match and pick and choose whichever you like to kind of make your dragon unique. You don't have to make it look exactly like mine. But no matter what you decide, the basic shapes are always the same. So we're going to follow along with the video to learn how to start the dragon. So I'm going to use a marker so you guys can see, but of course you should use a pencil so you can erase your mistakes if you make them. Since my dragon has wings that are open, I'm going to hold my paper across horizontal. I think it's the best way it will fit. I'm going to actually start by making the ears of the dragon first. Since the ears of the dragon are towards the top of the head, I'm going to make it more towards the top, not exactly in the middle. So I'm going to move up a little bit. And I'm going to make them like a triangle shape, pointed, just not with the bottom closing it off. So 1, 2, leave some space, and try it again. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to move on to the curved bottom of the dragon's head. So I'm going to put my pencil on the bottom of the first ear. I'm going to curve down like a U to the other side and connect to the second ear. Notice I didn't connect the top yet because I have to make the horn in the center of my dragon's head before I can do that. So right in the middle, in between the ears, I'm going to make a triangle. 1, 2, and 3. Now I can connect the top of the head. Stop when I hit the horn and pick up on the other side. To make the body of my dragon, we're going to make it super simple. I'm going to start at the head and curve down till I hit the end of the page. And I'm going to do that twice, one more time on the other side. For the stomach of the dragon, I'm going to go right in the middle and I'm going to make a curved shape. So curve up like an arch and down to the bottom of the page. And I'm going to fill in that arch with some stripes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you have room to put more than 5, go right ahead. This adds a little bit of texture to the dragon's stomach, and it'll be a great place for us to do rainbow colors when we color later on. Now I'm going to move on to the face of my dragon. Now I could follow the exact face that is in the step-by-step directions, or I could get a little creative and pick and choose which ones I want. So I think I like the eyes that are half circles like this. So I'm going to go right towards the center of my dragon's face. 1 and 2. Then there's a curve inside. And I'm going to color that in with my marker. You can color it in with your pencil too, so you remember that it's black later on. I like to leave that one little spot empty so it looks like the highlight in the eyes. And 2. Okay, I'm going to pick the nose. That looks like this. those two ovals colored in. With the curved lines above. And for the mouth, I'm gonna pick the one that has sharp teeth and it's open a little, like he's smiling in the center. You see a little of his tongue. Now that I have the face of my dragon chosen, I'm going to make his wings. So again, on the sheet, there's a couple of different choices of wings, some that are pointed, some that are curved. I'm going to show you how to make the simplest one with the straight lines. So it goes like this. Now, before you begin, you may have to decide how much room you have on the side of your dragon to draw the wings, because you don't want them too small. So maybe you can't go straight across. Maybe you have to make the line come up and down on an angle in order for it to fit. That's what I'm going to do for my wings. So I'm going to start on the side and I'm going to make an angle line up. 1 and 2, because he has wings on both sides of his body. Then I'm going to come down. And if you hit the bottom of your page, that is totally okay. Everybody draws different, so some of us may have more room than others. Now the bottom line isn't going to be straight. It's going to be curved, kind of almost like the waves in the ocean. I'm going to curve until I go all the way down to the dragon's body. Again, do that on both sides. Once you have the shape of the wings, you go back and you add stripes. Again, this will be a great place for us to color the rainbow colors later on. All done. So there you have it. There's how you draw your dragon. Once you have the basic dragon done, you can add a background and some details. Maybe you just want to color the background one color. Maybe you want to add some fire in the background because it is a dragon. I think I'm going to put a tail on mine. So I'm going to go to this empty space and I'm going to give him a tail. Dragons usually have a pointy tail. And I think since dragons fly, maybe I'll make it look like the sky behind him. So I'll add some clouds. Remember, if I hit something, I stop and pick up where I leave off because I can't draw through things. There you go. There's my basic dragon. So let's move on to the unicorn. Okay, so let's go over how to draw the unicorn. Once again, I have my drawing sheet in front of me. One side has the unicorn, how to draw it step by step. The other side has some choices for eyes, horns, and hair. You can mix and match to make your unicorn unique. Whatever your choices might be, the basic shapes to start with are always the same. So that's what we're going to begin with now. So my unicorn is a little bit different than my dragon. I need to hold my paper vertical straight up and down in order to have room for my unicorn to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start with the nose of the unicorn first. So instead of drawing towards the top of my page, I'm going to be drawing more towards the bottom. And I'm going to start with an oval. An oval, stretched out circle, nice size. We don't want to draw too small. Okay? Now I'm going to make the curved shape of my unicorn's head. I'm going to start towards the side of my nose, curve up towards the top of the paper, and curve down to the other side. To make the unicorn's ears, I'm going to go towards the top of the head. I'm going to curve up like a triangle and down. Leave some space and do it again. Up and down. I'm going to make the bottom of the unicorn's neck. So I'm going to start towards the mouth and curve down till I hit the bottom of the page. I didn't do the top one yet because I'm going to actually draw the unicorn's hair instead of the curved line. So there's choices on what type of hair you want to make for your unicorn. I'm going to show you how to make the one with the wavy lines. So I'm going to start up top by the ear. I'm going to go wavy line down and up. For the next one, I'm going to touch the one before it. So down and up, down and up. And I'm going to keep going until I get to the end of the page. Everybody will have a different amount because everyone draws different. Some of us may have more room than others. To add the unicorn's nose and mouth, I'm going to go into my oval shape that I started with, and I'm going to make 2 circles, 1 and 2. You can color them in with your pencil so you remember that they are supposed to be black later. I always like to do that before I forget. And I'm going to make a simple curved line for my unicorn's smile. To make the face of my unicorn, I can use my drawing sheet and take a look at the different eyes that are available. Again, use whatever ones you want. If you have your own idea for eyes, that's up to you. You could do that too. I kind of like the ones with the lashes and the curves, so I think I'm going to do that. So that means I'm going to start by making 2 curves. 1, 2. I'm going to make the shape of the eye. And I'm going to color that in. Again, I like to leave 1 circle inside white so it looks like the little reflection of the eye where the light hits. I'm using my marker to color it in. You can use your pencil, or you could wait until you color with a black crayon or marker. Your choice. Once it's colored, I'm going to add some eyelashes. Maybe 2 eyelashes on each side. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. So the face is done, but I am missing the most important part of a unicorn, the horn. So right in the center between the 2 ears, I am going to draw a triangle shape. 1, 2, and 3. Notice I overlapped. I can see the line of the head through my unicorn's horn. That is okay. You can erase that line if you want to, or since you're making stripes on the horn, I can just leave it and it'll turn into one of the striped lines. There you go. And it'll be perfect to color rainbow later on. I'll never even know that that line went through. So that's the basic design of your unicorn. You could add a background when you're done. Maybe you just want to do a solid color. Maybe you have a design in mind like polka dots or stripes. I actually think I'm going to add a rainbow to my background. So I'm going to stop when I hit my unicorn and pick up on the other side. Now there are 7 colors in a rainbow. So I'm going to make 7 lines behind my unicorn. Remember, we can't see through, so we always overlap. We stop when we hit something and pick up where we leave off. So let's count and see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more. 6 and 7. If I wanted to, unicorns also fly like dragons, so I could put some clouds, make it look like the sky. Lots of possibilities for your background. There you have it. Our unicorn is done. Let's go over coloring. Okay, so whether you chose the dragon or the unicorn, part of coloring your project is incorporating rainbow order. So you are going to use the correct colors in the order of the rainbow to add to your picture. If you're doing the dragon, it would be the wings and the stomach where we made the stripes. If I'm doing the unicorn, it would be the hair and the horn. And of course, if you made a rainbow in the background, you would color that in rainbow order too. So most of us should remember rainbow order because we went over it in class earlier this year. But if you forgot, also with the directions is a little chart that goes over the correct order of rainbow colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Before I begin, I like to take my crayons and lay them out in the correct order so that I don't forget. This, of course, you can also do with color pencils or markers. I just like to use crayons for mine. So I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Indigo is a tricky color. It's almost like a dark blue, almost navy. It's kind of a mix between blue and violet. Remember, violet is another name for purple. So if you're not sure if you have a violet crayon, as long as it says purple, it's correct. Indigo, in a crayon box, you should be able to actually see one that says indigo. But if you can't find it, a blue-violet crayon works just as well. Once you have your crayons in order, rainbow color, you can start to color your project. So let's look at my unicorn. I'm going to actually do the hair of my unicorn first. So the first color would be red. So I would go to the first section of the hair and I would color it in. Red. Color nice and neat. Take your time and stay inside the lines. Once you're done with red, I put it back and get to the next color in the rainbow, which is orange. And I would keep going until I've completed all of the colors in the correct order. Now there may be a point when you're coloring where there's no more left for you to go. You still have colors left over, but there isn't any more sections for you to color. That's no big deal. You just go as far as you can in rainbow order. Maybe you actually have more than the 7 sections, and if that's the case, you just start the rainbow again. I would do the same thing on the horn, and if you have a rainbow behind you, you would color that in rainbow order too. As far as the actual body of the unicorn, unicorns are white, so you don't have to worry about coloring any of that in, but I would color in the background completely so that your unicorn stands out. As far as the dragon goes, I use the rainbow order on the stomach and the wings. When it comes to the body, most dragons are green or brown. If you want to use a different color, that's up to you. And again, make sure you color the background in completely. Take your time with your project. Take your time coloring. And I can't wait to see what you guys do. Good luck, artists.